Hey, what's up? Samuel Leeds, and in this video I wanted to answer some questions around tax and some of the basic questions that people have which stops people making money because they're thinking, do I need to set up a company? How do I do this? Do I need an accountant? Do I need a company for my sourcing business and then another company for my rent-to-rent business? And then they don't start. Listen, here's my advice. Basically, yes, you should probably have a company set up. You don't need a company to make money because you can make money as a sole trader. So when I started out in property, for the first 8 years of making money in property, I didn't have a company. I bought houses as an individual. Everything I did was as an individual. Now, as time went on, I realised that wasn't the smartest thing to do. The tax changes, Section 24 in the property industry. Also, if you're buying and selling houses, or you're packaging and selling houses, and you're doing it as an individual, and you don't have a company, then what happens is you're not protected, and if someone sues you, they're suing you. Whereas if they're suing your company, Robert Kiyosaki, he got sued absolutely millions, and because they were suing his company and they weren't suing him personally, he managed to save a lot of money. So my advice to you would be, yeah, for sure, you need to know this stuff. But basically, don't wait until you have all the right structure, the company set up properly, an accountant. Don't wait to start making money until you have all that set up. It's the other way around. What you want to do is you want to just start making money until it's like a problem, until you're thinking, geez, I'm making all this money and I'm paying so much tax. I'm going to have to pay so much tax. How does this work? And then you start thinking about how you're going to save the money. You can go online and you can set up on Company's House. You can set up a company for £17 and you can do it in about 15, 20 minutes. Anyone can do that. Now, an accountant could say, oh yeah, but you might set it up wrong and you might do it. Just do it wrong, man. Just start making money. When you spend money, if you're spending money, whether that be on educational courses, on my courses, or whether that be on cleaners, or whether that be on refurbishing houses, whenever you spend money, just make sure that you have a receipt because you will be able to claim it back. So when you end up in a few months' time thinking, man, I made all this money and now I've got to pay tax, you'll then be able to offset your expenses against your profits, which will mean that you'll pay less tax. So set up a company, you can do it yourself, or pay an accountant, and it might cost you a couple £100. Start making money, keep a track of your expenditures, and then when you've made £10,000 and you're thinking, wow, I've made £10,000, then pay for an accountant and sit down and start saying, right, how can I save this money? That would generally be my kind of advice. Most people say, ready, aim, 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 and they never fire. Whereas what I would advise you to do is just go, fire! And then when you're moving, it's much easier to move direction when you're moving. When you're standing still, you'll never get anywhere. So go make some money, go sell some deals, and when you're making money and it's becoming a problem because you're thinking, this isn't organized properly, it's all over the place, then that's a great problem to have. You will always have problems in your life. Most people's problem is that they're just not making any money. They're struggling to pay the bills. That's a bad problem. Oh my gosh, I'm making all this money. I've got to pay tax. I'm not quite sure how to do it. That's a good problem. So just make money. Disclaimer, I am not a tax advisor or an expert when it comes to accounts. I'm just advising you as a fellow property entrepreneur to property entrepreneur. So that's my little disclaimer. My agenda is for you to make money because your success is my oxygen. Peace out. Thanks so much for listening.